Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. Daphne Walbridge here from the First Year Principal. I'm happy to be here with you today, and we are wrapping up our four-part series focusing on staff, cultivating a positive staff culture. So welcome if you are new to my page or to my community. I help first-year principals not only survive, but thrive as new educational leaders. And I do this by focusing on three key pillars: conscious leadership, creativity, and connection. And today we're going to be talking a bit more about connection. This week, the three of the four-part videos focused first on connection, on being present, and on play. And today we're going to be talking about appreciation, how to say thank you to our staff. And the one critical mistake leaders often make unconsciously when saying thank you. And I want to talk about this today. So as we're rolling in, please let me know where you're listening from. Give me a thumbs up if you hear me properly. And let me know if this topic resonates with you, because we all know, like I've mentioned earlier on this week, our staff and everyone around us, if we're a human being, we all want to be seen, we want to be heard, and we want to be valued. And there's nothing that says being seen, being heard, being valued more than authentic appreciation. Okay, so let's dive in. And let's talk about how to say thank you. So this year, as the year was unfolding, I was in awe of all the great support that I received from my staff, and I was giving support to my staff. It was a nice collaborative effort. And at one point, I want to say thank you. And I remember reading, again, this was in Todd Whitaker's book, I believe it was, What Great Principals Do. There were 8 key lessons in there, and I'll post the link to his book in the description box above. But when showing appreciation, the one key element is to be specific. Now, this might be common sense, but again, common sense is rarely common practice. So being specific with praise, because this signals to your staff member or to anyone who's receiving praise that it's authentic, it's been thought through, and it shows to the person who's receiving this praise how they affected your life or how they positively affected someone else's life. And that's very, very important. So, for example, I'm going to give you a couple of examples from my school year. We were around Christmas time, and I decided to send out a thank you card to each member of my staff. And I took the time to think of every staff member and they're all women, so her personality and what she brought to the table. And so, for example, one ECE, an early childhood educator, I noticed would always stay past 4:30 with her teacher colleague to plan, and they would really work nicely together to make sure that the lessons were tight and precise and fulfilling for the kids. And I just observed this, and I thought it was really nice to see this partnership. So of course I added this in the letter. Another ECE was the one responsible for that social group I talked about just a couple of days ago in the play lesson, when I was talking about play, and how her sense of fun, because she's a very quiet person, reserved, but she has a nice sense of playfulness to her, and she was able to bring out joy in the staff with her fun activities. So I really appreciated that. I also appreciated the way she created these beautiful learning environments for the kids. And, and I was specific with why I thought this was great for the child, and what, how she enriched the child's learning experience. So being specific with the way you see people, your staff members, contribute, and showing authentic gratitude is very, very important. And as a result, what happened was I saw people come to my office and they were really touched, and they said to me, "Thank you for noticing the details." And it took me a few minutes per card, and I hand delivered them, and that personal touch really, really helped. So this is something very simple, and it's easy, but it's extremely important and powerful. Okay, so showing appreciation, instead of saying, thank you for the great job you did, with this fundraiser, go a little bit deeper. Why are you grateful, and what benefit have the children derived from it, or someone else? How have they positively impacted someone else's life? So that is really, really important, because again, they want to be seen, they want to be heard, and they want to be valued. So if this is something that resonates with you, and if you've experienced this, either you giving thanks this way or you receiving praise this way, let me know. Give me a heart, because this is, we're pulling at the heartstrings here today, because you can never be too specific when it comes to showing thanks. Okay, so I wanted to close up the four-part series of building a strong staff culture. Gratitude will go a very long way, and you are going to build a lot of emotional currency in your bank account. It's going to skyrocket. So just before we close up, I'd just like to know if there are any last thoughts. Of course, I'll be checking in regularly to see if anybody posts comments, and I'm going to be responding as well. So next week, we're going to be focusing on other topics. It won't necessarily be a series, but it'll be some topics that I think will be very useful to first-year principals or aspiring principals. And I think we're going to have a lot of fun. So remember, as I'm closing off here, the reason we're here together is that when school leadership is steeped in consciousness, creativity, and building that authentic connection, this radiates across the whole school culture. It boosts people. It creates a very high vibe school. And as a result, the children feel this. And when our kids are happy and they're thriving, they can learn, because we are touching the lives of children here. Okay, they spend 6 to 7 hours with us every day. We have a huge responsibility in making sure that these children receive love and attention that is positive, and we are feeding their minds, their creativity, and their sense of worth. Their sense of worth. Okay, so this comes from solid leadership from the top. So the leader is the filter of the school. Okay, so the leader needs to be able to not only fill up those forms and manage and do the typical bureaucratic stuff, which we all have to do, but those soft skills, the building a positive culture, and the taking care of, remember the goose, we want to take care of our golden goose for those golden eggs. It all combines together. It all blends in together. It's integrated. Okay, so please keep that top of mind as we're going through these lessons together. So on that note, I wish you a great weekend, and I can't wait to connect with you next week for some more first-year principal content and topics and all that great stuff. Okay, so don't forget to let me know, even if you're watching the replay, type in #replay and share your thoughts. So have a great weekend. Bye for now.